Breaking news! A runaway trolley is barreling down the tracks towards 5 innocent people.
Oh, thank God you showed up. This trolley is gonna crush all 5 of us.
You are standing next to a lever. If you pull it, you divert the train onto a side track, saving 5, but ending the life of 1 innocent person standing on the next path.
You need to pull that lever so the trolley will switch tracks.
Do you do nothing, deciding not to get involved and allow 5 innocent people to perish?
Whoa, hold up. Don't pull that lever. If you switch the tracks, I'll die instead of them.
Or do you take an active participating role and allow 1 person to perish to save a net 4?
You must choose one.
Now, this video is not about how you or I would solve the trolley problem.
It's not about you.
That's what the comment section is for. This video is about Batman.
Batman.
And multiple versions of Batman. At his core, Bruce Wayne lives by one rule: no killing.
I don't kill people.
He doesn't sacrifice pawns, and he doesn't play God.
Can't play God, son.
Usually, Batman's superpowers are plot armor and infinite gadgets to secure a secret third option where everybody walks away.
So you have plot armor, you're fine.
But today, I am taking that ability away. We are trapping him in an infinite pocket dimension loop run by a cosmic entity. Let's call him Cosmic Joker. Who cares?
Why me? Why me?
Every time he uses a gadget or a clever hack to save all 6 people or even just one of them, the universe resets and patches that loophole out. He has to play by the rules.
All right, let's do this.
Here is how every major Batman handles the situation. And I think it's perfectly fitting to start with the mainline continuity comics Batman from Prime Earth. This is the gold standard, the torch that every single other Batman is compared to. So how exactly do you think the original, the Prime Batman is going to fare against the trolley problem? Well, like I said, this is an infinite loop.
It's one of those infinite time loop situations you might have heard about.
So every time that Batman tries to find some loophole or some hack to get out of making a decision, the world will reset and that former path will no longer be an option. Similar to how Doomsday comes back to life and then that last way you killed him is no longer a viable option. That is what the entire world is doing against Batman. So how many attempts would this Prime Batman actually attempt? So the main benefits for this Batman are going to be his experience, wide range of options, mental fortitude, and moral consistency that we've seen with this character.
The mind's an overload.
Comics Batman would have access to pretty much every gadget he's ever had or ever thought of. His mental fortitude to be able to think of every plan that he's ever interacted with one of his villains, and he wouldn't just be giving up and breaking down and having some type of psychological breakdown because of the situation.
Because you know me, I won't stop.
I believe he would be in control of himself the entire time. He would methodically go through every single possible solution. I would call it at 10,000 tries.
10,000?
He tests every battering angle, hacks the tracks, builds EMPs, and tries to break the pocket dimension himself. At the end of the day, he would not pull the lever.
Don't pull that lever!
Ending in 5 dead and 1 saved. Once all his cheats are gone, Comic Bruce just crosses his arms. To him, pulling the switch makes him a murderer. He keeps his moral code clean, but it leads to the worst possible outcome. Next up is one of the more recent Batmans to be introduced to the world, the Batman, Robert Pattinson.
The Batman.
Now, this is a much younger, much less experienced, and more freshly traumatized Bruce Wayne.
1 bad, 2 bad.
Still in his early years and still trying to transition from pure vengeance to a symbol of hope. Now, at his core, I do see him as being very similar to Prime Batman. especially with his inexperience and his still chip on his shoulder attitude. You know, he's really not gonna be the type to give up anytime soon, although I don't think he has the same level of willpower to just go endlessly like Prime Batman. So I'm actually gonna cut it a lot shorter for the Batman, Robert Pattinson. I'm gonna say he's gonna try at least roughly 1,000 times.
1001, 1002, 1003, finished!
And his attempts to stop the train would just be a lot sloppier, a lot more desperate, using his own body as like a brake or a cushioning for the victims. He would get pretty messy in there. He'd get desperate, and eventually it would drive him over the edge, I feel, into some type of catatonic state. I think he's so terrified of causing more trauma to Gotham that the idea of actively condemning the guys on the side of the track completely paralyzes him. He would not make that decision of taking that one life, even though that ends up as the more tragic number of deaths. Up next is a Batman that we've actually seen a lot of in recent years, the DCEU Batman, Ben Affleck.
20 years in Gotham, Alfred. We've seen what promises are worth.
This Batman is a jaded, cynical veteran who uses guns, brands criminals, and doesn't care about keeping his hands spotless.
I just feel like I did what I was supposed to do.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all, this Batman, I believe, is a lot more grounded in reality as we saw through the movies. I think he has a lot more practical mindset when it comes to these things. I don't think he's gonna go to the insane levels of Prime Batman or even Robert Pattinson Batman. I don't even think he's gonna give it 10 attempts. I think Ben Affleck Batman is probably gonna go about 3 to 5 attempts, and it's gonna be the most insane forward. Like, he's gonna hear that this universe resets, and he's gonna, of course, confirm that. He's gonna do every general idea probably once and see that the universe resets, and then accept that that option's not gonna work. He's gonna get 5 attempts at the most, and then he's gonna accept the situation and pull the lever and end the life of one person.
It had to be done.
This is the first Batman that is actively participating in the trolley problem. Affleck, or the Batfleck, views inaction as just another choice. He does the simple math: 1 casualty is better than 5. He takes the guilt on the chin and saves the most lives. Up next is a fan favorite Batman, also in recent years, but not as recent, the Dark Knight trilogy, Christian Bale Batman.
I'm Batman.
This is, in my opinion, the most grounded, obsessed with technical line between killing and not saving Batman that we have ever seen.
I won't kill you. But I don't have to save you.
So since he is much more grounded, I don't think, once again, he's going to go to the insane routes of mainline or the Batman. But I do think, since he's a little more new to the game, he's not as much of a veteran as Ben Affleck, so he is still gonna give it the old college try. He's not gonna quit immediately, not even within the first 100. I think he's even gonna be keeping track within the first 100 attempts. He might even get up to 200, maybe 250 at the most. 250 attempts using extreme top of the line gadgets. He might even be calling people in using EMPs, anything he can think of. But at the end of the day, it does not work. And what does Christian Bale do? The Christian Bale Batman, in my opinion, would not pull the lever. He treats pulling the lever as active manslaughter. Letting the 5 die is just an unavoidable tragedy. The result, pure net loss.
The idea was to be a symbol. Batman could be anybody. That was the point.
Now we're not just talking about fan favorites, we are talking about absolute GOATs. Up next is the DC animated universe, Kevin Conroy.
I
Another dead end. I'm beginning to wonder if I might be wrong.
This Batman is the legend, deeply compassionate and believes every single life is sacred.
I'm scared.
Now, I said earlier that the mainline Batman would never give up, and I had to draw the line at 10,000. This Batman would literally never give up, and he has the advantage of being animated, so he would have an even more insane number of gadgets and options to run through.
You know, I actually did check this against any musical sounds. Computer still can't come close to pinpointing it.
So I do believe that this animated Batman, Kevin Conroy, would literally be infinite attempts to try to save the civilians, would refuse to play, and it would end in a stalemate or technically 5. Conroy's Batman rejects the game entirely. Deciding one life is worth less than 5 is supervillain logic to him. He'd rather keep resetting the loop forever, trying to beat the entity, kind of similar to Doctor Strange and Dormammu.
Vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman.
But what do you think? Were my descriptions and predictions accurate for each specific Batman? And do you want to see a part 2 of this with some more Batman, such as Lego Batman, maybe Adam West Batman, and some more of the villain ones? I was looking into maybe Red Sun Batman, Batman Who Laughs. There's so many options we can keep this series going if y'all want to see more or expand it to other heroes as well. Let me know what you want to see down in the comment section below, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Until next time, it's your man Willie B signing out. Peace.